Hi, everyone. Welcome to Motivational Mondays with Gretchen. I'm your host, Gretchen Hydo, life and business and career coach, and I'm so glad that you're here. With another week starting, I think it's important that we decide to set an intention about how we want our week to go. Some people suffer from the Monday blues. It's a real thing. They dread their job, they feel depressed about having to go to work. It usually starts on Sunday night. They get a lot of anxiety. Others love what they do. They can't wait to get into the office. And some people work from home or don't work at all. And that's great too. No matter what category you're in, I want to help you set an intention for your week so that you can get the results that you're wanting. So the first thing that I want you to do is to really think about something that you would love to bring into your life. This week, if there was one thing that you could have more of, what would it be? Take a second, think about that, and write it down. Maybe it's peace, or joy, or productivity, or something else. When you have it, I want you to hold on to that for a second and just feel that space in your body, that thing that you really, really want. Notice how it makes you feel. Now, I want you to write this down with it. Let's say that you chose peace. Write down, I invite in more peace. I invite in more love. I invite in more travel. I invite in more joy. I invite in a promotion. What is it that you invite in? I invite in more productivity. The next thing I want you to do is to think about what you have to let go of so that you can make room for this thing that you want. The truth is, we can all have the things that we want, but there's something on the inside of us that's holding us back. And a lot of times we only have space for so much, so we have to let go of something in order to have something. So maybe in order to have joy, you have to let go of gossip. Or in order to have creativity, you have to let go of self-criticism. Or in order to have peace, you have to let go of stress. So for you, what do you need to let go of in order to have this other thing? Take a second and write that down. It might sound silly, but being mindful of what you're holding can make room for the thing that you actually want. And I encourage you to keep your intention somewhere that you can see it. So let's say that you wrote down something like, I invite in creativity and I let go of self-criticism. One thing that's really powerful with intentions is that we say it, we write it, and we reprogram ourselves so that we can hear it in our subconscious. So say this to yourself every day out loud this week to recenter. Put it somewhere where you can see it. Maybe write it on a sticky note and put it on your computer screen. Put it on your steering wheel, put it on your bathroom mirror, but make sure that it's there and refer to it over and over. And I want you to say it out loud. Now, for some people that feels super uncomfortable, but the truth is that subconsciously we retrain that negative self-talk that we have when we say things out loud. So I want you to do that too. And if you can, say it while looking in the mirror, because it's interesting what happens when we own something and we really step into it. Now, for those of you who are willing to share, can you type in the comments box what your intentions are for this week? Put them there and then we'll check in at the end of the week to see how you did. The other thing that I'd love to talk to you about is goal setting. Intentions, setting intentions is one great way to start being able to go after the goals that you want. But another thing that we're going to start looking at next week on our Motivational Monday, which will be at 10:15 a.m. from here on out, is how do you set goals and keep goals? A lot of times we have things that are getting in our way. The goals are too big. We're afraid. We're bogged down. So this week for your homework assignment, I'd love it if you could write down a big goal that you've really wanted or something that you've been trying to do for a long time but you haven't been able to attain. And next week I'm going to help you to break that down so that you can have it. And before we close today, I just have a reading that I'm going to share with you. It's already on the Facebook group, Shine on Purpose, but it's called Two Wolves. And it says, one evening, an old Cherokee Indian told his grandson about a battle that goes on inside people. He said, my son, the battle is between two wolves and me. It's a terrible fight. One is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The grandson thought about it for a minute and he said, "Grandfather, which wolf will win?" The old Cherokee replied, "The one I feed." Our thoughts can be our own worst enemy. This is if we let them. Think about how you may be feeding your negative thoughts by allowing them to rule your mind. Next time you have a negative thought, I want you to catch it and ask yourself, what is that old thought doing for me? You can immediately feel more empowered by focusing on something good in your life and cultivating a spirit of gratitude. Remember, you always do have a choice, even when it feels like you don't. I'm going to put something down in our chat box about 20 ways to practice gratitude and to have a happier life. And like I said, next week, we're going to talk about SMART goals. We're going to do our Motivational Monday at 10:15. And this Thursday, I'd love it if you join me for your coffee break for Real Talk with Gretchen, where we're going to jump into week 2 of our Secrets series. And we're going to define the damage that keeping secrets has on our life. And that's it. You know, it's so good to see all of you this week. Happy Monday. Have a wonderful week and enjoy your afternoon. And remember, go out and shine on purpose.